Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the Chief Exec at Exmoor National Park. I've worked on Exmoor since the early 1990s and I've been the Chief Exec since about 2017. National parks have been around a long time. The designation came out of the 49 Act, so over 70 years now. In fact, we had a great day back in July 2019 when we celebrated 70 years of national parks and everything that stands for, which is about saying to the people of this country, these places are for you. They are for you to enjoy the beauty of nature, to get out in nature, to refresh the mind, to refresh the spirit. And that's probably even more important now than it was then. We've been through a pretty bad couple of years recently, and it is there for us still. And that legislation has really stood the test of time, and it's important that we keep these places as beautiful as they are for us all to enjoy, for our children to enjoy, for their children. Exmoor's the most beautiful national park, and I think the beauty is in the diversity of the landscape. It all sits together really well, but we have this lovely, lovely mix of open, heathery moorlands, deeply incised wooded valleys, rivers and streams, traditional farm landscape in between, and then the most lovely coast. It's that diversity that every corner you turn around you get a different view and another wow factor. And then when you get down into the villages, again, the architecture is very pretty. It's lots of local materials kind of woven through the villages, all telling a story about how this place has developed. Yeah, it's really magical. Got so many favourite places. I've lived and worked on Exmoor since the early 90s, so just full of memories of amazing days out I've had with my family and with friends and colleagues. I'm often drawn to the coast. And I'm drawn to the rivers, I think, the woods and the rivers. But having said that, I've had the most incredible days out just walking right across the moor. One day I walked from Dunkery all the way down to the sea, so looking at everything, the beautiful moorland, the woods, the rivers, the sea, ending up with a bit of a dip in the ocean. So yeah, so many beautiful places. So we work to try and look after the national park. We're here to conserve and enhance what's beautiful about it, to look after the wildlife and cultural heritage, and to encourage people to enjoy what's really special about the place. And in doing so, to have regard to the well-being of local people and the businesses on the moor. We cover planning, conservation, rights of way management. We have national park centres, we've got an outdoor education centre, so it's quite a broad remit. There's some big issues facing the national park, facing the whole of the countryside, I suppose. We're thinking a lot about nature recovery, about the terrible state that nature is in and what we can do to try and bring back some of those habitats and species that we've lost. We're thinking a lot about climate and how we change the management of land to try and sequester more carbon and mitigate the effects of climate change. And those two are intimately linked. And we're talking really closely with our farmers and land managers, and they're coming up with some amazing ideas and initiatives to try and help us in that, because really they do have the answers and they have the ability to make the change. And the third thing that's really important for us is to continue to encourage those new audiences. Through COVID, we saw people come to the national park who'd never been here before, who had the most amazing time. We're all lucky, we live here, we see it every day. But to continue to encourage people to come and for the next generation to really value these places is another big challenge for us.